Good morning, guys. This is Ms.Hong. How are you today? I'm just staying home during the weekend. I don't go out. So you need to stay home, guys. This is not vacation, all right? So every day I'm gonna upload your lesson like this. So I'm gonna upload it on the YouTube, and then I will put the link on the Google Classroom so that you can access it. And also I'm gonna upload one classwork and one homework. So you need to do both. So for the classwork, I'm gonna do like 50 to 70% of that with you. All right? And then for homework, you need to do it by yourself and you need to upload it. All right? If you have any question, you can text me with Remind app. All right? So first, let's start it. First of all, we will go over the graphical identification for even and odd function. So we did it already last week, right? So look at number 1, guys. The function shown in the graph is even, odd, or neither, or both. What do you think? What, Brian? You said it. Okay, you said that's odd, right? So answer is odd because the graph is symmetric over the origin, right? So, or I told you if you rotate your paper, you see exactly the same thing again, right? Same, this shape, remember this shape, right? And look, that's exactly the same. Then that's odd function. Or the function passed through the origin and look at this point and that point. You have different x value, right? One negative, one positive, and you have same number but different sign for y value. So this is odd function, right? And then let's look at number 2. What about this one? What do you think? Even, odd, or neither, or both? Thank you, Bianelli. You said it. It's symmetric over y-axis. So it's what? Even function, right? So that was our warm up. And next page. So I remember on Friday or Thursday, we did it, but I know most of you didn't get it, so I'm just doing this one again. So look at this. There's no graph, guys. No graph, right? No graph. You just have an equation, and we need to determine whether this function is even or odd. So we will use the definition of the even and odd function. So look at this. The definition of even and odd function. So you need to take note, all right? So I'm going to check your note when you come back to school. All right? So definition for the even function. Definition for the even. If you put negative x for the function, then you get exactly same function to the original. That's even function. For the odd, if you put negative x into x, then you get negative f of x. All right? So if you want to determine the functions even or odd, then all you need to do is substitute negative x into x and then simplify it, and you check that's same as your original function, or that's just same as negative original function, or nothing, then that's neither. All right? So I'm going to do A. So let's do A. So here my function f of x equals 3 to the x plus 3 to the negative x, right? And what do we do to check even or odd? We will check f of negative x, right? So all you need to do is substitute negative x into your x. So look, 3 to the, you see x here, negative x, all right? Whenever you see x, you change it to negative x. Plus 3, and it's already negative here. You need to keep that negative, and for this x, we put negative x. Like this. Then you know what that is. Negative, negative. What's negative, negative? Louis? Louis? Alright, tell me. Alright, he said it. He said positive x, because negative makes positive. So I got this one. Right? So you simplify this and you get this. And then let's compare. let's compare to my original function. So I got 3 to the negative x. Do you have it in your original function here? Yes, it's right here. It's exactly the same thing, right? And then what about 3 to the x? Yes, it's right here, right? So you have both. This one over here, this one over here. You can just like change the order. Doesn't matter. Like this. You can write 3 to the x first, 3 to the negative x later, right? Then you said you got exactly same as your original function f of x. So negative x, you substitute negative x into x, but at the end you get the original function again. So this is what? Even function. Okay. So A, number 3A answers even function. Like this. Alright? So B, I'm gonna do B. No, you do B, guys. That's the difference is only you have 2 for the base, right? So you do B by yourself, and I'm gonna show you C. Okay? So C. I'm doing C. So same thing. So my h of x, I'm gonna rewrite it one more time. And then, what do? We put negative x into x. So h of negative x. Alright, you put h of negative x. So substituting, that means all x you see. So my x is here, here, and here. And you know when you substitute, you need parentheses for that, right? So parentheses, instead of x, I put negative x squared. And here plus 4. Instead of x, you put negative x minus 2. Right? So let me simplify this. Guys, if you have negative inside of the parentheses and you have square, then you just like that turn to positive, right? Because you're doing negative x times negative x. So it will be negative, negative, positive, x squared. Right? And look, 4 times by negative x, negative 4x minus 2, right? So I got this one, and let's compare this one to that one. What is it? Do you have x squared? Yes. Do you have negative 4x? No. Do you have negative 2? Yes. This one, you don't have this. Original function have plus 4x, but you got negative 4x. So this is not equal to f of x, right? Even you make it negative, that's h, I'm sorry. Even you make it negative, everything negative, you can get the same thing. So this is what? It's different. So what? Neither. Alright, so C is neither. And also, you know what? If you just look at the power, that's even power, odd power, even power. So your powers mix, even and odd mixed, right? So you will see, oh, that's neither. You already know the answer, but I want you to show algebraic work, right? And also you try D, but we already know the answer. That's odd and odd, so that's supposed to be odd function, right? Let me show this, D. So I'm going to do D for you. So j of x equals x cubed minus 4x. And we substitute negative x to see if that's even or odd. So I'm substituting negative x into x. Like this. Yes? And tell me, negative with odd power. Do you keep the negative or not? Alberto, what did you say? Yes, we keep the negative, correct. And what about this one? Negative, 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 negative. Turn to positive. Correct. Right? So I got this one, and let's compare this to the original one. I got negative x cubed. Do you have negative x cubed? No, but it's different size, so that could be odd function. And look, plus and minus, right? So your sign's like totally opposite. So if I get negative j of x, so we are switching sign for everything. Then you get what? That's negative x cubed, negative, positive. So look, then now you get the same thing, right? Now you get the same thing here. They are equal. So what? Your j of negative x equals negative jx, right? So what is that? That's odd function definition, right? So for this one, I could answer that odd. All right? Because I can't have more than like 11 minutes of video because I cannot upload it to YouTube. So I'm going to cut it here and then I'm going to upload part 2. All right, guys?